I just caught up with a friend from my last job.
No, I'm going the wrong way.
The guy's laughing inside.
It's the last couple of days of my spontaneous New York City trip, and I'm starting off the day at Nana's Green Tea near the Empire State Building. This was one of the matcha spots I'd saved for the ambiance, but it ended up feeling more like a meeting place for chatting than a quiet, vibey place to get work done. There were a lot of orders being yelled down, a lot of people talking here, so very lively. The matcha tastes a little bit like lower in quality, but it really does the job, so can't complain. It is almost lunchtime. I'm meeting a friend from my last job for lunch. And honestly, like, with the commute time coming from my friend's place here, are we surprised that it is like noon by the time I get into the city? Not really. But I'm gonna do a little bit of video editing for Reels, and then we'll head to lunch. We're just gonna go pick up just salads and catch up, because it's been, I don't know if it's been a year yet since I've caught up with my friend.
Hello! I just caught up with a friend from my last job, so I'm in high spirits. Had a nice big salad, which was really needed after all the good food I've been having. It's also such a lovely day out today, and I'm headed to MoMA.
Today, I wanted to have more of an artsy outing and get inspired at the Museum of Modern Art. Obviously, New York is one of the best places to explore a variety of art forms, and as much as this trip is for seeing my friends and having fun, I'm also trying to get inspired artistically and see as much art as I can. I really enjoyed seeing some of the famous works alongside really expansive pieces. Some of the murals have such interesting texture, detail, and intention. The most memorable art piece for me was actually a book about people's sleeping habits, with photographs of strangers sleeping in the artist's bed. I didn't really film this, but the Monets photograph better anyway. There's also quite a number of little gift shops to explore, and I didn't end up buying anything, but it's still fun to browse.
So this is funny, they're playing Leve here, and I have Leve in my headphones.
I was a lot more tired after this excursion than I expected, but I think it's because I only had a salad for lunch, so I stopped by Bunny and Bro Coffee for a black sesame Einspanner as a little pick-me-up before meeting up with some friends to eat in Chinatown.
Here we are. No, I'm going the wrong way. No, I went all the way up. I wanted to do this and then pan over here. You know what I mean? Yeah, how should we do this? Like, you round the corner and then like we just follow you. What do you want to do? Fine, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna follow you, or do you want me to be in front of you as you come in?
No, that sounds good.
Okay, I'll follow you. Okay, great. Here we are, like coming into 15 minutes? Okay, thanks. Great. Now, let's just sit over there. You can like slow-mo this, like it's just like flying in on y'all. You can like slow-mo this, like it's just like flying in on you.
For dinner, I met up with Vince and one of our friends, G. We were all in the same theater club together in college, and we went to Landlord Chiang Mai, which is your mom Ashley's favorite restaurant in New York.
What's the verdict on your drink?
I thought it was going to be fizzy. It's not really fizzy.
Sorry, vlog. It's a disappointment.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
We've been up till midnight every night. Well, we did 2 a.m. one night. I forget why. It's Minion's face.
Note it?
No, look at the guy's laughing inside. What are you doing? It's like, what are they doing?
Okay. today in Brooklyn, at least the morning. We're gonna go check out the big climbing gym that's around here. And we're gonna start off the day by visiting Kettl. Kettl is literally like a block, 2 blocks away from the climbing gym. So we're checking it out. I'm very low energy. I need coffee. Not coffee. I need some caffeine. Okay, where am I going? I've arrived. Oh, it's on the other side of the street. Okay. It's really sunny today. Here we are. The kinako and toasted rice matcha.
I saw they have a tea tasting room in the back, but I'm not sure if that space was available outside of tastings. So I'm sitting out in the front to enjoy my kinako and toasted rice matcha. I do think $10 for a matcha before tip is pretty steep, but this drink did inspire me to start making kinako cold foam at home with kinako powder and heavy cream. I don't think you have to go out of your way to stop here, but it is on the way. Then I arrived at Vital Climbing Gym location in Brooklyn, and this was a really fun experience. The day passes are, I think, expensive. They're almost $40, but the facilities are really nice, and it does include a free class, so you can take advantage of that. I just think it's a bit of a long session and requires some planning if you're going to take a class and also climb. But I can see why things are a bit more premium because there's quite a lot of people here co-working, and the highlight is they have this rooftop where you can see the city skyline while you climb. For members, it's also, I think, accessible 24/7. I spent a few hours here and the climbs are pretty interesting. I did find myself pretty scared at the top of a lot of them and bailing quite often, but I think that's because I just haven't climbed in a while. And then the outdoor climbs are especially scary because some of them top out, but instead of having mats on the ground, there's just these like rubber bits. So it's a lot less comfortable to fall, and I was really scared to fall from the top. So I just didn't even try to top out. I wanted to so that I could see the view, but by the time I was actually doing these rooftop climbs, I'd been climbing for a few hours and was getting pretty tired.
That was pretty fun, but I'm super gassed. I did not get to top out outside. I really wanted to for the view, but my grip was like giving out near the top, and I'm just too scared. It was really scary climbing today. It's been a long time since I've climbed, and also it's like 3 in the afternoon now. I'm gonna go see Proof today, so Vince offered to save me some sinigang until after the show so that I can eat pretty much California time since we're heading back tomorrow. And it's just so nice out today. I guess I was there for almost 3.5 hours, so I'm just super tired. I think it'd be really good to grab some bagels. And then at 4 o'clock, I am meeting a friend for coffee. So let's go to the subway. Can I do a 3-pack with the spicy scallion? Absolutely.
I thought these bagels were pretty good. Are they the best? I didn't really try other bagels and I kind of doubt that these would be the best bagels, but you know, they're kind of fun to share and to try different flavors if you come with friends. Since I came by myself, I kind of wish I'd gone the lox bagel for some more protein. After lunch, I had a quick coffee chat with a friend, which I didn't really film, but then I headed to the drama bookshop, which was awesome. I think it's a little hard to browse everything since things are organized alphabetically, but they have not only plays, but all sorts of musical theater books, acting books, books about drama history, and I ended up picking a few acting books to read this summer. Then I ended the night watching Proof on Broadway, which I think was my favorite show I saw the entire trip. It like totally made me tear up. The cast was incredible. It's so funny and so sad. I thought it was really great. My final morning in New York, I spent back at Force Cafe in Queens. I was just exhausted and spent the morning mostly working on some content before I had to head to the airport and go back to San Francisco.